Hello everyone, I hope you're having a blessed day. I'm Leatherneck. Welcome to my channel, Leatherneck IT. We are in TestOut Hybrid Server Pro Core. This is Lab 4.2.4, Explore IP Configurations. This is an extremely long, frustrating lab. You got to have attention to detail to nail this on your first shot, especially if it comes up on a test. You can see that it's long. It's easy per se because you're just following the instructions as they're written. Just follow it to a T, and you'll nail this on your first shot. Make sure you go in order. If you skip one of these things and try to come back to it on accident, you won't succeed on this. So very long lab. Let's get started. You're the network technician for a small corporate network. The network is connected to the internet and uses DHCP for address assignment. Employees in Office 1 and Executive Office are reporting problems with their network connections. In this lab, your task is to explore and diagnose. Very long lab. Extremely long. Okay, so use the following troubleshooting: ping, IP config, tracert, network and sharing center down here, DHCP server console, the network diagram, which is in exhibits. Complete the following. So from the corp server, mouse over the network icon and notification area appears, which indicates the connection to the local area network. So it says we're connected. The corp server is. Access the network connection window, right click start, select settings and network internet. Okay. Open network and sharing center. Oh no, we want to click start settings. I don't know why they want to do it that way, but you better do it the way they have it listed. Settings, network and internet. The setting status diagram confirms the corp server is connected. Yes, that is correct. Now, ping the ISP to verify. And we're doing this from the corp server, it looks like. Use IP config, PowerShell, and then we go to the executive. So we're going to stay right here on the corp server, looks like, throughout all of this. All right, so now let's go ahead and open up our PowerShell. Come to the Windows, right click, Windows PowerShell. I don't think blowing this up is going to do a whole lot for you as far as being able to see it. But we'll give it a shot. Now, ping the ISP to verify the connectivity. Okay, ping. Looks like we have some questions to answer too along the way. Yes, just 3 simple questions to answer. So it is wanting us to ping the address of the internet service provider. Make sure you have that space in there. And what is our internet service provider? ISP 198.28.254. 198.28.2.254 and enter. Okay, we did ping successfully. From the top right, answer question 1. What is the IP address of the internet service provider? 198.28.2.254. We can close that down. What's next? So right click the start and select Windows PowerShell. Well, why would we do that? We're already there. Oh, well, we already did that. Okay, so next, use the IP config and tracert commands. From the PowerShell, typing IP config all. Make sure you have your, well, I guess I should be in the screen first. And enter. Okay. locate and examine the V Ethernet external. Okay. Scroll on up here. There's IP Ethernet V Ethernet external right here. Okay. And note the following: DHCP enabled? No, it is not. IPv4 address 192.168.0.10 and the subnet mask 255.255. Class C. Got it. Default gateway is 192.168.0.5. Correct. From the PowerShell, type TestOut and use the ISP Internet Service Provider address. TestOut. What was it again? Oh yeah, that's it. 198.28.2.254. 198.28. Whoop. .2.254. Okay, we did that. Answer question 2. How many hops did it take to access? And it's going to be 4. Let's minimize this. Okay, close the exhibits window. Now we're going to go over to the executive computer. So if you back out of here, select floor 1 overview right here and go to the executive computer here. What we're going to do first, under executive, I'll select above the workstation, select back to switch connections. Okay, verify the connectivity on the executive workstation. On the executive monitor, select click to view Windows 10. Notifications area. Hover over the network. There is no network. It's not working. So next, go to settings. Network. No internet. Why do we not have internet? So now we're going to go to the PowerShell. And we're going to ping the exec, type ping.exec and enter. Okay. All right. Okay. Notice that the ping was successful. Okay, we pinged ourselves. So what are you getting at? Next. PowerShell, ping the corp server and press enter. Timed out, not working. From the PowerShell, type ipconfig all. DHCP. Let's scroll on back up here. What was we looking for? The Ethernet. Ethernet interface right here. So the DHCP enabled? No. IPv4? Yes. Yes. 192.168.0.4. Okay, so that's an issue. We already know this is an issue because that is not the default gateway. So we'll take note that this exec computer is not correct. The information provides the network is using DHCP given the workstation's current subnet mask. Default gateway are on the same network. The subnet mask is not the default subnet mask for a Class C. Right? No, it is not. That should just be 0. What else? What else? What else? Would only include addresses from 863. In step 4, you learned the corp server 192.168.0.10 had the default subnet mask, that which does not match. fix the subnet mask on the executive computer. So now we're going here and we're going to fix this. And I bet we're going to fix this also. Right? So we are in the executive computer. Start settings, which we're already there. Network and internet. Ethernet. Change adapter options. Right click the Ethernet, go to properties. IPv4 and properties. And we're going to fix the subnet mask. And OK. And close. Now we need to ping the corp server. Back to here. Okay, we were able to ping the corp server. The command time, where are we at here? Yeah, ping the corp server. Notice it was successful. Now we're going to ping the internet service provider, which probably isn't going to work because that default gateway isn't right. Doesn't know where to go to from here. So ping 198.28.2.254. Lost. We knew it was going to be lost. I don't know why they want to do a trace cert because that's not going to work either. On the same 198.28.2.254. Enter. It's not working, man. The gateway address router on the network diagram is 192.168.0.5. So we need to fix that. See, we got some windows open here. Okay, we're already there. You're going to come back to here and go to properties. See, I would have just fixed that while I was already in there because we knew it was wrong. But you need to stay in order. If I'd have fixed that earlier, these steps would have worked instead of bombing out, and you probably wouldn't have been successful in this lab. So, okay. Close. Close the network connections window. From the settings app, select status. And we are connected. No. Close the settings app. And now we're going to type that ping over again and the trace cert. What was it again? 198.28.2.254. Okay, it did work this time, and it wants us to run the trace cert again. And it did work with 4 hops. What's our next question? Okay, so we're not ready for the third question yet. Okay, so now we need to get to Office 1, select hardware, back. Okay, this is pretty long. All right, go to floor 1, Office 1, hardware. Office 1, hardware. Oh, that's what we didn't do in the last one. See, we skipped one. Probably not going to work out too well for us. That's what's so frustrating. We didn't do this. I took the shortcut and went straight into it. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Now that we're here, above the work back to switch to the back view of the workstation. Okay. So hit the back button, it says. And what it's wanting to do is get you to look at this. You see that we are blinking. Looks like everything's good here. Okay. The link and network activity lights on the back of the workstation are on and blinking, indicating there is a physical connection to the switch and there is activity on that connection. Once again, this points to the TCP/IP configuration problem. On the Office One monitor, select this, hover over the network, no connection. Right click Start, go to PowerShell, and let's start our pings and IP config. So actually it wants you to start with IP config all. What did we come up with? Okay, so the DHCP is enabled. It looks like we've got an APIPA. We've got an APIPA address here, which means the DHCP isn't working, right? Means that the workstation assigned itself an IP address instead of receiving one from the DHCP server. The workstation will only be able to communicate with other hosts on the local network through the APIPA subnet mask 255.255. This is the default subnet for APIPA. Default gateway address is blank. DNS server lines is not shown, right? It should have come from the DHCP server. So we need to go fix that. And it looks like what we're doing next is fixing the DHCP server because it's just not working. So go to floor one overview. Come over to Corp server. And in this Corp server manager, close all this for right now. Corp server, go to the Corp server DHCP and double click on that. And there we go. From here, let's go to tools and DHCP. Scope. Okay, drop down on the scope. IPv4. So it looks like our scope is not activated, right? So let's right click it and activate it. Okay, now that that's activated, let's go back to the Office One floor overview, Office One. Okay. Are we going to hardware or are we going into the computer? Select Office One. And now IP config / renew. What that's going to do is refresh everything. It's going to dump out that APIPA and hopefully pick up the right IP address, which it did. Okay, from the PowerShell prompt, IP config all. Don't know why, but we'll get the same thing. Default gateway DNS. Is there. We didn't have the DNS when we ran the renew. Right after the renew, it just showed us this information. When you do all, it's going to show us that we have the DNS. From the PowerShell IP, notice that the DHCP server along with, okay, so let's ping the Corp server. Okay, it shows that the Corp server is working. Let's ping the ISP. All right, did we type that in there right? 198.128. Oh no, I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. Wrong address. Okay. We did type it in correct this time. 128.2.254. We still bombed out. Although you can ping the corp server, you still unable to ping the ISP. Review the output from the command and notice that what? The gateway didn't match. What do you mean the gateway didn't match? Of course it didn't. Where's the gateway? Oh, it's O2. We need to fix this one too. So on the corp server, let's go to the corp server overview. Let's come over here to the corp server. Now that we're in the corp server console, expand the scope. We did. Okay. Expand the scope 192.168.0.1. We did. Subnet 1. Okay. Right click scope options. Configure options. Highlight the 003 router line. Okay. Under the IP address. There it is. We want to fix that. 192. 168. Select. Oh, wait a minute. We want to select that and remove. And now we want to put a 5 in there and add. And okay. Now, let's go back to the executive office. Office 1. Actually, it's Office 1, right? Yes. All right. And it's wanting us to IP config / renew. Enter. Okay, looks like that fixed that problem. We did that. Type config all. Now we want to type in IP config all. And make sure that those DNSs are showing up the way they should be. Right. Now set. So default gateway DNSs are all good. Wants us to ping ISP one more time. And that was successful. Now we want to go to the executive office. Almost done. So let's go to floor 1. Go to the executive office. Right click the start. Settings. Network and internet. Change adapter options. Ethernet. Right click. Properties. IPv4. Properties. Select obtain DNS server address automatically. Let's see. Obtain automatically. Obtain DNS automatically. Okay. Close. IP config all. What do we have here? It did obtain everything automatically. So we're good there. Now we want to tracert the ISP. Enter. Looks like 4 hops. It did work. From the top right, select answer questions. What type of device accessed the third hop? Let's go to exhibits and see if we can't figure that out. It didn't tell us to do that. Third hop 198.28.56.18. Looks like it would have been a router. Is that one of our options? CorpNet router. Is the CorpNet router? Yeah. 15. That last number was 15, right? Oh no, it's 18.18. Oh, it's the PF Sense. There it is right there. PF Sense. Let's change this. PF Sense. Okay, we met all the requirements. I probably did overlook the one where I was supposed to go in through the Windows icon or something, but let's see how we did. Oh, look at there. So it did give us all the right answers, even though we took that shortcut, but I wouldn't advise that if you get that on a test. Just try to stay focused and follow those directions. But anyway, another successful TestOut lab. It was a lengthy one. You've probably closed out this lab a long time ago, but that's okay. If you're still here, please like, share, and subscribe. Drop me a comment and let me know what you think. Have a good day.